We back.
Right.
What?
24, 26, episode 24 or 26. I think, what is it?
I don't remember. Don't ask.
Episode 24. Man, next week for 25. Man, we bringing somebody on. It's the 25th episode. I don't know who yet, but somebody got to come on.
We'll figure it out.
Do something special.
Let's do it. Well, if you do not know already, this is TopShelf Podcast. I am Destiny. Yes, I'm Des on Instagram because IG usually sees it first. And we have.
I am B Quarter Beats on Instagram or whatever you choose to follow me on. It's on Twitter, but I don't tweet much, but whatever.
B Bell, you know the rest. It's private.
Yeah, so just
it's
finger
private.
requests. You might get in, you might not. Lucky you if you do.
Man.
Listen.
So what's been up, man? You know, before we get into everything else, how was everyone's weekend?
I'm trying to think what happened this weekend.
It was cold and rainy here.
Yeah, man. I ain't got really much to. I do got one story from yesterday. It wasn't the weekend, but yesterday, man, interesting DoorDash story I posted about. But yeah, man, I ordered some food on DoorDash, and first of all, I get a message saying this is a retired from the army or something.
He's a veteran.
Yeah, he said he was a veteran. Yeah, he said he was a veteran, and I think he was trying to say it was his second time doing DoorDash. It's raining outside, and yeah, so he was gonna be late. Then the next message, so I'm thinking it's probably like an older person I'm talking to, so I just say, okay. Then the next message say, okay, bro, I got another order ahead of. He pretty much said I got another order ahead of yours, and he said, I got a quarter tank of gas, but I think I got enough to do both orders. The next thing I know, I get a call, and the call says that he said he can't complete my order because he ain't got enough gas. So he like, bro, can you cancel the order? And I'm like, man, what? Like, how do I even go through and do this? So he trying to direct me on how to cancel the order. And I'm like, man, you know what, man, just never mind. I'll figure it out. Like, I don't even want to sit on the phone with you at this point. But he canceled it, and I'm like, man, this dude just riding around with my food, basically. Like, so he just got a free meal out the deal, basically. And
what you ordered?
Man, it was some Chinese food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, man, you go ahead and keep that. DoorDash gave me my money back plus an extra $10. So like, all right, let me ball out on DoorDash.
Man, did you order something else?
Yeah, I did, and it was fucking terrible again.
Man, but you know what though? It's crazy you bring up DoorDash because yesterday I ordered what did I order yesterday? I ordered Thai food. And before I came into the crib, it wasn't nothing on the ground in front of my door. So when the food was delivered, I went back out there and I seen my food on the ground. You know, they bring it to your door, drop it off. But it was a final call under there. I'm like, was he a brother? Was he a part of the Nation of Islam? Like he trying to spread the word? He delivered Uber Eats. I mean, I'm all for helping my brothers, you know, for real. But like you just spreading the word, like, you know, if I'm gonna be out here, you know, giving out these meals, I need to let them know, you know, the knowledge, wisdom in itself. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little odd, like, because normally, you know, if you see somebody with a final call, you know, they on the corner selling them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't bringing them door to door like a sales paper or something. So I'm assuming, you know, brother man was a part of the nation. But you know, I can't.
Don't want no fucking watchtowers.
The watchtowers, boy. Yeah, man, I remember, man. I was going to school one day. It was early in the morning, shit, man. This van rolled up on me. Now, you know, we like it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Not in the afternoon, but in the morning. Man, that van rolled up on me, man. I was bracing myself like, dog, I'm about to get got. They get out the van trying to give me, trying to give me a watchtower, like trying to talk to me. I'm like, man, I gotta get to school. It's like, well, sir, here's a watchtower, here's our car. Woo, woo, woo. So, I leave. Then like a few weeks later, I talked to my cousin. She's like, remember that van that rolled up on you? Yeah, that was us. My cousin's a damn Jehovah's Witness. So she seen me out there in the damn morning and had some people roll up on me, scared the shit out of me, trying to give me a goddamn watchtower. So yeah, man, that's my little random tidbit. just random shit. But
I got a story.
Oh shit!
Oh, let's hear it.
Cause I basically live in the hood that's being gentrified, but they're not done gentrifying it.
Oh, you got that land you got to sit on for.
Basically.
They jogging yet, Destiny? They out there jogging with their dog yet?
Man, listen, yes.
Signs of goodness coming.
There is a
value going up.
There's a senior apartment that's next door to my house. It's a bunch of damn drunks in there. It's just it's a school. It's an old like public school that they converted into a senior apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And these niggas it's just always something, boy. I tell you, middle of the night, early in the morning, they don't give a fuck. So, anywho, the other night, 3:30 in the morning, I get woke up because my bedroom is in the front of the house, so my window faces the sidewalk in the main street. So anybody that walks down the street, you can hear them breathing, basically. And my dog always like jumps up if she hears somebody outside, and she just starts growling and barking at the window as usual, just immediately. So 3:30 in the morning, she gets up and just starts barking and scares shit out of me. So I'm like, what the hell? So I can hear people, I can hear voices. So I look out the window and I can't see anything. Like, I don't see any people, but I hear voices and I'm like, they sound hella close. So I'm thinking, well, I can't see them like from this window. So maybe they're on the sidewalk, but like a little further down out of my view. So I go in my living room and there's a window that faces the right side of my house. And I look out the window and I still hear the voices, but I don't see anybody. I'm like, where the fuck are these people at? Are they on my porch? Like, what the hell?
That's what I was about to ask you.
Oh, so I have a Ring and I have like a spotlight. I have 2 video cameras on my porch that face opposite ways. So if you was on my porch, I would know because the lights is coming on, the damn Ring is going off on my phone. Like, so I knew they wasn't on the porch, but I'm like, these niggas got to be close to my house. So I let her out in the backyard and she went out there and she started barking immediately. And she was like like against a fence. Like I have like a short chain link fence and there's just open, like there's an open lot that's next to my house. And then that across from that is where the apartments are, but it's grass covered or whatever. So sometimes like this guy, he walks his dog and he don't never have his dog on a leash. So sometimes the dog be over there in the grass or whatever. Mm-hmm. And this psycho, she'll jump over the fucking fence if that dog get too close and damn near hang herself. So I be having to watch her when she's outside anyway. So I'm like, maybe the damn dog is over here. So I go outside, like, why is she going nuts? I look up and I'm like, oh, okay. I hear them and they're closer now. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe they're in the parking lot that's behind the building because there's an alley. It kind of like comes to a 90-degree angle. I go outside and there's the side door to the building. Like my house faces that door. There's a door. There's I guess you would call it an awning, but it's wooden. And then there's a window right above it that is clearly a hallway in this goddamn building. When I tell you, I looked up. This lady and this man was fighting. She's outside the window. She's standing on top of the fucking awning. He's in the building. He's got her outside the window. He's whooping her ass. She whooping his ass. They both just boxing in this window. She hollering, screaming, hollering, "Fuck you, nigga!" Like going ham, right? So then he finally lets her go, but he comes out the building. So he goes downstairs, comes out the door. She's standing up there throwing shit at him, throwing her shoes at him. I don't know what the fuck she had in her hand, but she had a whole bunch of shit because she was throwing every damn thing. You going to jail tonight, nigga? Look at my face. Look at my fucking face. Da, da, da. Like, she's going crazy. And he cussing her out. Fuck you, bitch. Da, 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 da. Mind you, these are like, this is a senior community. So these niggas is at least 62. So they going back and forth. And I'm just standing there like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, it's 4:30 in the morning. So somebody from the building comes down the hallway and they just looking like, what the fuck? Mind you, the window is still open. They screaming. People probably trying to sleep. Somebody comes and is like helping her back into the window. And when I tell you she was struggling to get back in that motherfucker, because the window is kind of like there's space between the ledge and like landing. So she basically had to like jump into the window. She's trying to put her foot in the window and her body. These whoever that old man was like pulling her into the apartment. I just shook my head and went back in the house and went to sleep because I just
out there.
Y'all niggas. And mind you, like 2 days before that, I woke up to some girl. She looked younger. She looked like she probably might be late 30s. Arguing, cussing this old ass man out. I guess I don't know if it was her boyfriend, sugar daddy, whatever. But she always be out there cussing him out. But she was going ham on his ass. And I was going somewhere, and they was like basically right in front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned to just ignore them and be on my way. And when I got in the car, I had to warm my car up. So she arguing with him, threatening. No, actually, it was a woman she was arguing with, an old drunk ass crackhead. Ooh. She arguing with this lady on the sidewalk, and as they're arguing, the police pulls up. So of course she runs back into the apartment.
Wow. Hey, but you know what though? What's crazy though, Dusty, is that ain't nothing. That's not surprising. It seems like with it's like low income senior citizen housing. It be some wild shit going on in there.
Oh yeah, it be some wild shit.
It be some wild ass shit. Like my mom, she stays in a senior, like a senior housing where they're able to still move around. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's not assisting or anything.
Right.
And like every time I go, like I went home this weekend, and every time I go in there, I tend to look up at the wall and see who the hell has been banned. And they always got some new pictures up. Like they had a nigga with a wig on, with a white beater and some shorts. Like in the picture, he running down the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a few times different people have like tried to be impersonate somebody else to get in the building, and they go in and they be trying to steal shit because the older people just be leaving their doors unlocked or whatever. But I know one time a lady got in there, man. Old lady pulled that thing out on her. Told her, this ain't it. This ain't what you want. Like she had the gun pointed at her ass like, this ain't what you want.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It goes down in them old people places, even them nursing homes, all that shit, man. They be, on that. Hey, but before we go any further, man, we always forget to do it, but make sure y'all subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts. We even got a thing on Facebook now. Wherever you listen to podcasts at, subscribe. Hey, man, y'all go leave some more comments or something on Apple Podcasts. I know that's the one y'all listen to the most probably, but leave some comments, leave some ratings, leave 5 stars. That's all we want to see on the ratings. And yeah, the playlist too. The playlist on Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal. Man, make sure y'all get that as well. But continue. Any more stories before we?
Shout out to the announcer at the Little League football game back at the crib at home in Flint, Michigan. This man was playing some tunes I wouldn't play at a football game, preferably a football game. This nigga played Part of Little Liquor during a timeout. Like he played Tupac pour out a little liquor, and I was just like, "These are kids." Like,
hey, they play at Hamity.
Yeah, they play at Hamity. Yeah,
for the parents.
And it's got a nice field too.
Yeah, Hamilton came up.
Yeah,
Since you know how I go with the rest of the high schools. They want to be big dogs now.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, he was just playing all types of shit. Then he was playing everything from his phone. Like he was doing YouTube ads and shit.
Hey, man, they and to his defense, so I had to host. They asked me to host a couple Flint Fury football games or whatever over the summer. So I did it or whatever, and that's what they had me do. Like they had me literally put my phone up to the mic, you know what I'm saying, like this to play songs from. I'm like, all right, if this is what y'all want me to do. But I don't know. Yeah, they need to get another system for that.
Yeah, man, he was terrible. Like couldn't pronounce the kids' names and talking about, blame it on my heart. Blame it on my mind, but not my heart. He was terrible the entire time. Like, yeah, so that was it, man. That was it for me. Like, we went to the crib, wasn't nothing really going on. It was a little quick trip, and we came back here.
Destiny, showtime.
Yeah, we ready?
Yep.
I got a few things. Meg is about to graduate this semester. Congratulations to my girl.
Congrats to Megan for she went to TSU, right? Texas Southern.
Mm-hmm. She was taking her graduation pictures this weekend.
Congrats to Megan. Y'all getting y'all some Hottie sauce?
Hottie, man, I saw somebody review it and said it was good. I might, I don't know. I ain't had no Popeyes in long. Nope. I can't. I'm on a diet. Damn it.
No, I'm all right. It reminds me too much of like MC Hammer. Like, even though now, like, we can't hate on Hammer. Like, let's be clear about this. Like, Hammer was the first rapper to do the whole, campaigning with the fast food. As kids, we looked at that as being corny, but now see Travis, Sweetie, Megan now. But the commercial was just I don't know, just something didn't sit with me well with her, talking about a dip for some chicken. Black people in chicken commercials just don't sit with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember when Jerry Rice did the whole Popeye's chicken campaign. Like, this nigga had a helmet on, and instead of like the chin brace, he had a damn chicken drumstick that was around his chin. Yeah, man. What? Black people.
I know. I feel you though. I didn't look at it like that, but I do feel you. I feel you.
Not knocking her, because I believe she's opening a few franchises. She's opening a few stores, which more power to her. That's cool.
Yeah, I did see something like that she was supposed to be doing. But yeah, my thing was I just can't see myself as a grown man going through the drive-through like, hey, let me get that Hottie sauce. It would just have to be something they just threw it in the bag. Y'all just not to throw that one in the bag, because I can't. Them words can't come out of my mouth. No Hottie sauce. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Megan though on the graduation on the Hottie sauce. I'm sure that deal was probably lucrative. Well, it had to be. So
for sure. Let me see. Right. What's next? Iman got a perfect score on Dance with the Stars for his performance. It was an Us themed performance. It was really good.
Wait. Who's on Dance? You talking about Tiana Taylor?
Mm-hmm. He's on Dance with the Stars.
Okay.
He did his thing. I watched that today.
Yeah.
I think I don't watch it. Pam watches it. But I did watch his first performance, and I felt like his first performance was good. Like I was very surprised, but I guess from what I'm hearing, those judges are rough. You know what I'm saying? Like you could think something is great, and they'll give them motherfuckers a quick foe, real quick. You know what I'm saying? But the one he did, I watched it today. I was impressed. Like wow, you know what I'm saying? For him to be able to go out there and do that, yeah. Shout out to Amon, man. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him and Tiana Taylor, man. I like them as a whole. I feel like you don't really hear too much pertaining to them, too much, mess and all of that. So shout out to them.
I love them. Their show is hilarious.
And I never watched the episode of the show, but sounds interesting.
Man. Anywho, let's talk about Alec Baldwin and this whole shot and killed the director of photography on set last week with what was supposed to be a prop gun. It was not. It was a live loaded gun. How the fuck did that even happen? Apparently, one of the assistant directors handed him the gun. That doesn't mean that the director knew that it wasn't a prop gun. So I don't know what the hell's going on, how they gonna figure out how that gun ended up where it was. But somebody got some motherfucking explaining to do. I did hear that there was something about a union, and like instead of paying like the union workers, they decided to get rid of all the unionized workers and bring in ununionized workers. And they have been having some issues with like set safety previously. Don't know if that has anything to do with it. Don't know if that's true, but it's something that I read. And I'm like, see, motherfuckers trying to cut corners and shit.
Yeah. I know I heard about, I believe it's the assistant director. That's the one that got fired, right?
I would assume so.
I know it was an assistant director. Someone just recently got fired, but they had prior history to a gun going off at another set and injuring someone.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say it was the assistant director. It was it was somebody in the midst of in regards to that gun, but whoever it was has history. Whoever passed him that gun already has history with trouble with guns because the shit went off at another set and it injured someone. So yeah, so it's crazy. I know I was watching something today at work, and they were saying that a lot of directors today are digitizing a gun instead of them having an actual gun in their hand. You know, and
they should. Like, what the fuck? What do you need an actual gun for?
Right, that's what they're saying. Like, why do you feel a need? You need to have actual guns. So what they were saying was, I guess it costs more to be able to use that feature. You know what I'm saying? So it cuts into the budget of the film and everything. So it's like going back to what Destiny was saying. Somebody cutting corners, like, well, shit, to hell with having digitizing it. We're just gonna get a real gun in here. You know what I'm saying? So so that's what you have going on. I know a lot of directors and a lot of people in the filming community are now boycotting, saying that they want to just take guns out of it, period. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like you using an actual live gun, actually start using that feature so this will never have to happen again.
Man, they make enough money. Shit.
Right.
Like, y'all making enough money we talking about this one feature. I know it can't be that bad compared to all the fucking explosions and fucking all this other shit y'all doing. Like, I mean, yeah, to me, I guess I get it for the feel of a real of what it is or acting it out, but yeah, man, you don't need real guns. And I don't know what the difference is and how if we would be able to tell or anything like that. But
Yeah.
if it's gonna look exactly the same, then yeah, why not use it?
Yeah. I know one thing. Alec Baldwin. When I heard that news, man, it messed me up because I'm not an actor, but to just know that you're out there, within your craft, portraying, whatever you're portraying in regards of, the role, and then expecting it to be like, okay, it's gonna shoot blanks, whatever it's gonna do in regards to being able to get what it needs for the film. It doesn't happen, and that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like you kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine what's going through his mind right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something that he's gonna have to deal with for the rest of his life, knowing that he shot somebody and it was out of his control.
Right.
Like it's sad, man. It really is.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, y'all know I feel like we need to just call up Boosie people and just have him on the show. Because at this point, this nigga is a regular.
No.
To the side.
He's a menace. That nigga. What was he recently talking about? He trying to get his money back from some arena.
His season tickets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
He wanted $100,000.
Run that back.
It was just like, God damn, it's something every week, man. Like now the Lil Nas X shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
You got that. Like he said, like, even like Lil Nas X said he had Boosie on his album, and then Boosie puts out a tweet that was very just
yeah, like here's the thing, man. I understand, I guess, both sides of it. Yeah, I do think Boosie could have toned it down. He could have toned it down. He went a little too far. But I also think, man, like they said, like Lil Nas X knows what he's doing. Yeah. He knows he's trolling. He knows the reactions he gonna get, and like he doesn't even feel. Even when Boosie said that, he knew Boosie was gonna go out of control. He knew Boosie can't even control himself or what he gonna say. Right. So he gonna provoke this man, knowing good and well this nigga finna say something where he finna go crazy on him. Man. So, but I don't agree with him necessarily trolling them, and I don't agree with all the way with what was said. I do, yeah. He went a little hard on him, but
he went super duper hard. Like, you could have just said, man, chill, man. That could have been your tweet, like, yo, chill. Period.
Yeah, because I mean, it's Lil Nas X. He ain't no real threat to.
You know what I'm saying? Like
or to society. Like he ain't no real threat.
Yeah, like now you got all this heat coming from you. Now people are like trying to rally canceling Lil Boosie now. It's not gonna happen.
He can't be canceled. The hood ain't canceled. And to his defense, I mean, he kind of do got a point. Like his audience, I don't think gives a fuck about canceling.
No, they don't.
They like who they like. They probably ain't even aware of this situation.
Yeah, and if they are, they're gonna say, "I don't blame him for what he said. He need to leave. He need to leave Boosie alone."
Yeah. So I mean, to his defense, if Boosie was like this super mainstream, artist or whatever the case was, it might be a little different for him. But for his demographic of people that really love him, and he does have a core following, like people love him.
Yeah.
So. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, you can't really cancel him. Like, he ain't gonna make no less dollars than whatever he was making right now. He ain't worried about. Yeah, he not worried about. He's not worried about that demographic because that ain't his demographic anyway.
At all. Some more people up in arms. The AKAs are pretty upset at Issa Rae and Amanda Seales because the first episode dropped Sunday, and in the episode it was a homecoming episode, so they all went back to Stanford, and Amanda Seales' character is an AKA, and in a couple scenes they just had her in pink and green, but in one of the scenes they had her in a full-blown AKA cardigan, and that's a no-no when you're not actually a part of the organization. Wearing the actual letters is a problem with the shield and all that. So people are losing their minds. And now, AKA headquarters has come out and said that they did not give them permission to for her to wear that and blah blah blah. Like being super extra. Like I get it. It's trademarked. You're not supposed to wear the shit unless you're in an organization. Got it. But I believe most other organizations headquarters would have just took the free publicity and moved the fuck on.
Yeah, like to me, it's honestly like because I watched the episode, I'm a motherfucking insecure fan, first of all. So I be, so I really be on it. But so I watched the episode and there wasn't any other like Greek letters or fraternities or sororities featured in that episode, but AKA. So I really would have took it as a, as an honor. Like, Like I get it, it's trademark, whatever the case is, but at the same time, it's kind of like somebody was paying homage to even think like, about AKAs, I guess. So to some extent, I get it, but there's a way I feel like that it can be mutually, beneficial in a way. I'm sure Issa, when they was creating this thing, I'm sure that they didn't intentionally mean like any, harm
No,
malice by it. Like so, I
no,
don't know, man.
I don't think so. No.
I just hate the internet like
Yeah, and if
blow
it wasn't for social
everything
media,
down.
nobody would give a fuck. Like,
Yeah, because that's like a simple like conversation, and I'm sure Issa would be like, "Damn, like my bad, like I wasn't trying to, do that or whatever." But the
I think they
internet
were
gonna
just
blow it up so big.
trying to make it as authentic as possible. And I
Yeah,
get it. I don't necessarily think that the letters were necessary. Like she had on pink and green. We like
yeah.
that
And
was
I
enough
thought that
for us
before.
to understand she's an AKA. Cool, got it. But it's not the end of the world. Like it's nothing that I think is a big enough deal to fucking cancel her or cancel the show or anything else. But I will say, like, people are so dumb that they saw that scene and now, like, when you go and Google is Amanda Stills an AKA, like, people then put it on Wikipedia and on all these fucking sites and shit. Like,
I hate the internet.
people are
Like
stupid.
I
So
really
it
do for
opens the door to
these
stupid
purposes.
shit that's gonna be there forever. So there's that. In
Hey
20
man, shout
years,
out.
when somebody Googles, was Amanda Seals Greek? It's gonna be like, yeah, she was, or no. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
man. Shout out to Issa Rae though. I know it's the final season of Insecure. I'm sure she's got some other things up her sleeve.
man.
But man, I just fuck with her energy, her spirit, and she's still. I was watching her on the Breakfast Club. Man, she's still just regular as fuck.
Mhm.
Like she just regular, and I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Heavy, even though she's successful now, got all this money.
She married and shit.
Yeah, Charlamagne kept referencing she got this $300 million deal and all of that. But yeah, man, she just regular, man. I fuck with Issa. She's still just the same weird kind of girl. Like,
Awkward black girl.
yeah, trying to figure it out still.
That episode stressed me the hell out. By the way.
At the end, you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I think her and Lawrence they're gonna find their way back to each other. They just kicked it off that way. But I think they is like it's just too like the situation is fucked up because Lawrence got old girl pregnant, but to his defense, it did happen during a time when they weren't together. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like that's why I fuck with Insecure so much because this is like a real life actual situation. Like, what would you do in this situation? Like, he didn't cheat. He didn't cheat on you, but he got the girl pregnant and he's not even with the girl no more. And then y'all trying to get back together and find out she's pregnant. So, I mean, I think they're gonna find their way back to each other.
I watched the wind down after the
Mhm.
show, and Issa made a good point. Like, it's okay for you to, make a mistake or whatever, but it's also okay for me to not want to have to deal with the mistakes that you
Facts.
made.
Facts. Like,
So,
yeah. All right. So let's pose a question here, Destiny.
mhm,
Let's say you were dating a guy, y'all
mhm,
broke up, y'all both went and did your own things. You went and dealt with who you dealt with. He went and dealt with who he dealt with. But then at one point in time, y'all want to bring it back together. But during this time, he got the girl, one of the girls or the girl he was messing with pregnant. But he was legit done with messing with the girl.
mhm.
Would you or would you not? And y'all in the middle of everything going good, everything is good. Would you or would you not continue to be with him? And this happened during a time
I think
y'all
it.
was together.
I think the fact that Issa and Condola were friends or are friends or at least cordial at this point, like work together and stuff, I think that makes it a lot messier and a lot harder to look past. Like it's one thing to for it to be a faceless baby mama. Like I don't know that girl, won't know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that is her over there. But for it to be someone that one I considered a friend, two, I looked past y'all's relationship. I developed a friendship with her in spite of y'all's relationship. And now it's messy because one, y'all got a baby together, two, y'all not going to be together, and three, I'm with you now. So like that whole triangle is just flipped
yeah, I
many
feel it.
ways, and it just could turn very bad very quickly because that's not anything. It's not like, oh, I fucked your friend, but I'm not dealing with her anymore. I want to be with you. It's I'm
Right.
tied to your friend forever, for the rest of my life now. That's something when you see her or you see this baby or you see us three together, like you're going to be reminded of that fact, and it's just messy.
Oh, yeah,
Stresses
I get
people
it.
out.
I get it 100%. That was just a little
Beanie, you got
little
nothing?
side.
Um,
He like, I ain't watching that shit.
I don't watch that shit. But no, but I mean, my thing would be as simple as you know what you want to deal with. It's that simple. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You got to
yeah,
know what comes with it, and really just do some rational thinking in regards of knowing what knowing what you want and what you don't want, and knowing how things are going to be, and be perfectly honest with yourself too, because you can go on and love him or love her, but not realizing that you're not, when a kid comes into play with a person and you're dating them, you gotta love that kid. Matter of fact, you gotta love that
man,
kid more than you love her or him.
yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
real, for
saying?
real.
So if you don't love, if you're not gonna bring that kid in and love that child unconditionally, like you love him of her, then I'd say leave the whole situation alone, because you ain't doing you're doing harm to that child. You're doing harm to
Mhm.
the relationship. So it all in all, it's a waste of time. It's just better for you to just go on and just go live your life. It may hurt for a while. It's gonna hurt him for a while, but it's for the best, because it could be way worse trying to be together, not knowing that you're not, genuinely all in because of how you feel in regards of something that has happened in his past that he has to deal with for the rest of his life.
Mhm.
Uh, Facts. Yeah, it's just you just gotta decide what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
What else we got, Destiny?
So apparently there's some drama around this 21 Savage Freaknik party
Mm-hmm.
because the organizers of who are trying to bring back Freaknik, they trademarked slogan, the name or whatever, and they're upset because Freaknik was the theme of the party. And I guess they talked to, I don't know, his manager, whoever, and asked to change the name, and they didn't. So now they made this long ass Instagram post about how, they thought it was cool when like Sweetie, did like a similar theme, but her
Yeah, I'm about
party
to say how they
wasn't.
feel about the Quavo
Quavo.
and you know,
They said that was okay too because it wasn't
it was
called
called Freaknik. Yeah.
Freaknik. It was themed that, but like the naming rights belong to them. So they all up in arms about this shit. And I mean, it was a birthday party. Like, nigga, it wasn't like it was a event that made him money. So I don't really know. I mean, what is other
Have,
than
have
you just
those things
mad that he used the name, but
have those things been successful since they tried to bring it back?
no.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, mean people, you know what I'm saying, talking about it. I see like seen a couple times they trying to bring it back or whatever. Like it's to the point where I don't hear nothing about it and I don't even know if it even happened damn near because it's like it's not I don't know.
I
But
think I mean, I really think it comes from a place of just being haters about it because it is a party. It's called Freaknik. It was in Atlanta and it was hugely successful. But again, it was a birthday party for a celebrity. So of course, it was fucking all celebrities. It was invite only. It wasn't like it was open to the damn public. Like, hello. But um apparently Young Thug was buying everybody gifts. He bought 21. I think he bought 21 Savage a truck, like this big
yeah,
ass monster truck, put his
I
name
just
on
think
it.
he spent like 150,000 on it. I guess that's the thing to do now. Like
Buy your friend shit.
I'm
He
like,
bought
you know,
Drake this big,
saying
yeah,
niggas my friends and shit like that, you know. But I'm like, damn, this some new shit where y'all are gifting motherfuckers like real, like
real
we
ass
spending real
shit.
money. You know what I'm saying on these gifts, like real money.
Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't
Did you
gifted
see
him a
the
truck.
did you see the chain he bought Drake for his
I
birthday?
did see that. Yeah, that was a big
Yeah.
ass thing.
What the fuck? Speaking of Drake's birthday party, the theme was cartel. And Drea's costume really threw me off because she had like the silk shirt on, very cartel from the waist up, but at the bottom she had like some shorts that was like super cut, like her ass was out basically, like with chains on the front. And I'm like, and then she had like some white like boots. And then in the caption, she was like, "Yeah, the theme was cartel, but I decided to put my own spin on it and add a little go-go." What?
Oh,
Girl, if you wanted to go in there with your ass out, just say that. Just say that. Because no, cartel and go-go, ma'am, make it make sense to me right now.
yeah.
I was so confused.
Hey, well, before we move on from Young Thug, shout out to Young Thug. He got him a number one album, and they said that he did it twice this year. Um, and him and Taylor Swift is the only ones to do it this year, I guess.
all right.
So shout out to him, and shout out to man. It's been a hard fight to knock Drake down from that number one
Bull.
spot. I mean, Drake is still selling more albums than niggas selling their first week. And I don't know what week we on now with that album, but it's still going. I think it moved like 80 something thousand or something the last week. So shout out to Drake, shout out to Young Thug.
Congrats, sir. Hazel ain't learned her damn lesson because she's back getting surgeries on fucking social media. I don't understand. Why are you getting cut on again? You almost died last year, girl.
Was that the chick that y'all was talking about last year that was in the hospital and she was looking all swole? Okay.
She went overseas to get some shit done and they
Wait,
botched her
wait, wait.
surgery.
Didn't she take her daughter or son, whoever,
Yeah.
her child, or
Hmm.
something like that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So she almost died when she was overseas trying to get this damn surgery and shit, and was all on social media crying and all this stuff. And then this week I see her ass on social getting some, I don't know what the hell she got. She got something else done, but she trotting her ass all on social media. all excited and shit, telling everybody about this new surgery she about to get. Like, girl, go sit down. Just
Man,
whoa.
but man,
You're married.
yeah,
Be
man, y'all
happy.
got.
Go have a seat.
Yeah, I mean, all this surgery, man. It just scares me on what the world gonna look like in
Boy.
20 years from now. Um, it really does. Like, what the effects of all of this is really gonna be, like the long term. You know what I'm saying? Effects when that shit is looking. It already a lot of it look crazy right now. But thinking back, well, thinking forward in 20 years or so, when niggas is 50, and yeah, I don't know what that shit gonna be looking like or what complications you could possibly be facing. So man, y'all
So,
just be careful with all that surgery.
I mean, self
Man.
love is the best love.
Facts, man. Hey, and man, it's somebody out there, I promise you, that's gonna love you for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever,
Every
you know what I'm
lid
saying?
has its pot.
Yeah, like whatever you got, you know what I'm saying? You can get in the gym and tone it up or whatever the case is naturally. But man, y'all be careful with all that, you know what I'm saying? Surgery. Then the messed up part is I feel like it forces a lot of you know what I'm saying, women who can't necessarily afford the same surgeons to start getting all this like the cheap start going the cheap routes to fit in with that. And I feel like that's even more. It's just a dangerous thing. I feel like overall.
Yeah. We got these up in our face too much. Got these
Yeah,
phones up in our face too much, and we constantly keep thinking the way some of these women are looking. That's the route. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, that even goes for men too, because they're doing it too. Let's not leave them out. Like I said, man, self love is the best love, man. You know what I'm saying? You can, you know, have all the imperfections in the world, but that makes you you. And somebody's gonna love you for you. And that's it. Because what I don't get is when they go under the knife, um, man, it's just like a car. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting the
yeah,
oil change on a car. If you don't keep the oil change up, the engine gonna go. So
yeah,
you getting these enhancements. You know what I'm saying? If you don't keep it up, the shit starts to look like just it's all blocky, and I mean
Hey,
we've seen it
Michelle.
before. Yeah, it looks like you look like a horror movie.
yeah. K Michelle, boy, she looked like a hoe. She ain't even K Michelle no more. I don't know
She
who that is.
she posted
She
a
didn't
picture
get a
today.
whole
Them
person.
lips. I said, girl, stop injecting them before they damn explode. But anywho, last but not least, Meek Mill hasn't seen a check from the record label, and apparently neither has Keisha Cole.
Yeah, I
So
seen both of them. Yeah, man, it's crazy, like to think about and talking about Meek Mill. So we know him and Ross been had an issue like for a while now, or however long it's been going. But you don't never see them with each other. I think I didn't see Rick Ross post Meek Mill's album until like the night it was about to come out, and he posted it in his story. He didn't post it like on his main page, but then if you look at Wale, he been going hard for Wale's album that just came out. He been going hard for a minute, and like you just haven't seen them together. So it's been speculations, and we all know Meek Mill was vocal about getting out of that deal anyway a while back. So now I just wonder what's about to develop or what we're about to see from this whole situation come out if you know what he was getting at for real, for real.
I mean, it's I just don't know how. I mean, I know that rappers today, the money they're getting is way different from what we know coming up. You know what I'm saying? They're getting money from all different streams, but I don't know how you go that long. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not as if he's a newcomer. You know what I'm saying? He's been around for a while. He's been signed to a major, and how you don't see a check? Like, how does it not come up in conversation? Like, yo, why haven't I seen a check from my sales? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
man,
going on? and open up the books. Let me see something. Am I in the red? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how you can just continually just go about not knowing what's going on the side of business when it comes to you putting these albums out and not getting a dime back from them. I don't get that. Like, I need somebody to explain how does this work? How?
Yeah, and I think a lot of I feel like what happens is everybody be so cool and you know what I'm saying, all of that, and or tell you, you know what I'm saying, kind of whatever. And I don't know how long he's been fighting it, probably behind the scenes, or obviously he probably been said something behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
now it's like I ain't getting no answer, so now I'm going public with it. Um, but yeah, man, I like you said, I don't know, man, how you go this long, and then you talking about I need lawyers, like.
Yeah.
Why isn't that audit lawyer? Why haven't you already been had that
Why don't
situation?
you already have a contract
Right.
lawyer?
Like, it's just it gets tiring. See the same story over and over again.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's every so often there's somebody yelling about their contract and opening up the books, and you would think with the amount of with the amount of knowledge that's out around and accessible, and on top of it, the people that you have around you, you know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, you need to do this, man. You need to do X, Y, and Z. If you ain't got this, let me point you in a direction and where you need to be going. You know?
Yeah, man. It's sad, man, that we see this with so many different artists. I mean, and it's crazy because the labels can literally hide so much money. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like they can say we spending it on this, we spending it on that. Like, you don't know how much these fucking billboards and fucking social media ads and all types of promo we putting out there. You don't know how much that shit actually costs,
Yeah.
but they telling you, you know what I'm saying, this how much it costs, this how much we spending on, you know what I'm saying, yo budget, and so you ain't make no money.
Right.
And so yeah, that's like having that audit person to audit that whole situation is crucial. Like, man, that's crazy. And for somebody like Meek Mill, like it's one of them things where like, come on, like this nigga should have received a check.
Yeah. This ain't no floozy ass artist. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is a marquee player on a huge label. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? With the backing of probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest management companies, you know what I'm saying? Rock Nation. So how does this keep going on and no one has said, yo, Meek, you need to do that? Or he just said, yo, I need this to happen. I
Yeah.
need y'all to open these books up. I don't get it. Like I said, I know they're getting money from every other angle, but your main source is this rapping thing. And I
Hmm.
need to be able to see what's going on. Why haven't I made a dime yet? Why haven't I recouped? Like, let me know if I'm in the red,
Facts.
you know?
Well, I think that's it. That's all for our fuckery of the week.
Hey, y'all boy, I see like right before we got on, they said he getting out on bond.
Oh,
NBA
NBA.
NBA
Yeah.
young boy.
Oh, he is.
But
And
he
he
about
gotta
to
do house
in
arrest or some shit.
yeah, in Utah till the trial. So
In Utah.
I don't know.
They done sent this nigga to Antarctica until he go on fucking trial. What kind of shit is
Exactly.
that?
Yeah,
He
I
got a
don't
case in Utah, don't he?
do it. I don't know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but that's where he about to be at. I mean, I guess it's better than sitting your ass in jail. So
Yeah.
shout out
Yeah,
to
I guess.
Well, did y'all see the response Kodak Black gave about his mom? I didn't watch the
no,
video.
I ain't see that. What happened?
I didn't watch the video. I just looked at the headline, and he said the reason why he did what he did to his mom because he wanted her to feel like a woman.
Oh my god.
Sir, I'm pretty sure she feels like a woman every day. I don't know what a woman, I don't know what it is to be a woman, but I'm pretty sure groping her ass and kissing her is not gonna make her feel like a woman. It's gonna make her feel like a nasty, perverted woman.
He said, "I try to make her feel real beautiful." Yuck. Real Black Air Force activity.
I keep telling you.
That's what. That's what that is. Weirdo activity.
Telling you, boy, he was every lunch period. When he was dumping garbage. If he seen a piece that only had 2 bites, best believe he finished that whole off. He was that type of guy. Every other week, he proves my point. He was the nigga that you had rap songs in the hallway and would just be saying any damn thing. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that nigga is different. Nigga said he want to make her feel like a woman.
She had you, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know how womanly you can feel, nigga, giving birth.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Playlist, who's going first?
You don't say. Don't matter to me. I
think I went first last week.
I go.
Oh, go ahead.
Wale, Name Ring Bell from the newest album. The album actually slaps. I've listened to it a few times in a row.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like I could just let it, do it. It was like one song that I was like, all right, it was a little bit different for my ears.
Y'all won't be saying that shit next month.
I was surprised at the number of samples though. Like I feel like there were a lot of songs on there that were like very subtly sampled.
Yeah.
But I wasn't complaining about it. But I'm also a huge Wale fan as well. So
okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
I am. So when we had that Wale show in Flint, that's why I drove all the way down there. Really.
Oh damn! Like I really did not know that you was like a Wale fan like that for real.
I love Wale. Tell him I said it. Scorpio Moneybag Yo. I don't know. I was feeling ratchet the other day, so there's that. And Scoop by Lil Nas X. And that's all I got.
It's gonna be the first Lil Nas X song I didn't listen to thoroughly.
Play that one out.
Yeah. Go ahead. B, you want to go?
No, you can go.
So I got also a Wale song from the new album, Fluctuate. I think this gonna be our last. After this week, this playlist is gonna get cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Wale, Fluctuate. I did Big Sean, What a Life, produced by Hit Boy. And I did. This was not my pick. This was my fiance's pick that I asked her for the last song. But this new Cash Doll song, Single and Happy. But I will say that it is one of Cash Doll's better songs, and it got Eric Bellinger and Wale. Wale just all over our shit, but it got Eric Bellinger and Wale on the song. So I feel like they brought Eric Bellinger in to help her out a little bit.
We gotta talk about BMF next week too. I'm surprised we haven't coming.
Damn, that's a very good topic. But go ahead, you.
First three. Well, the three I got is Black Thought by Schoolboy Q. Went back a little bit. Wake Up by Missy Elliott featuring Jay-Z. That fucking beat is retarded. Like, yeah. And my last one, since I've been watching the Wu-Tang series, so my favorite character is ODB.
Damn, I'm surprised we haven't talked about Wu-Tang either. Damn, go ahead though.
Yeah. Right.
Ason Jones by Raekwon. Just watching. Well, I don't know what's the guy's name that plays Old Dirty, but that nigga puts a smile on my face
every time. That's his
every time.
Is that his son? I think somebody
No,
said that's
not his son.
Nope.
His son did try out for the part.
Yeah.
He didn't get it. My man tried it out for the part on some last minute shit. That's the story I read. Like, he heard about the part and tried out on some just, I'll try for it. So
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I seen Rizzo on Breakfast Club saying that the director, Chris Robinson, bought him and Dave East to play Method Man to the table. So
Dave East does a great job too.
Yeah, he does too.
Yeah, man, I love the Wu-Tang series. Like, man, that should be having me motivated. I'm like, and I could see a lot of myself in RZA, and it's just a good story. You know what I'm saying? Just overall, like in the last episode, we seen them kind of going from like everybody is pretty much like, hey, like this deal got to happen, or else we back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we doing, and then you see him face getting arrested. Like, hey, this shit is. I mean, it's real. It's a real good series.
It definitely is. It just, knowing, I was a huge Wu-Tang fan coming up as a kid, but and knowing the story, but actually seeing the story on the screen and it being told the way it's supposed to be told is great. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like hoping they was gonna talk about how Method Man and Old Dirty is who Def Jam wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, Old Dirty is supposed to be on Def Jam, so I'm hoping they'll explain how the hell he got on the lecture, because if you've seen in the last episode, the lecture wanted them to clean up the image a little bit, and they end up backing out the deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm eager to see how they're gonna play that out in regards of seeing Method Man ends up on Def Jam and Dirty ends up on Elektra.
Yeah, then we seen them take RZA took the deal. Man, it's just so much like RZA took the deal where they got the least amount of money from, and so that's how the episode went off. So I'm interested in this next episode.
So let's put that on. We talk about BMF next week, and then we'll talk about the Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
it's
man,
on the list.
BMF and Wu-Tang for sure. Them in my shows to watch. Hey, did y'all? Well, Destiny, did you see this? You watching this show with Eve and whatever? Eve and old girl from 3LW
and Brandy.
Yeah.
No.
I was just interested because I'm like, okay, Swiss, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Swiss really getting into these, producing these shows or being behind the music behind a lot of these shows.
I didn't know they had a show.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Really?
It's called Queens. I think that's the name of the show.
I heard, like, I randomly saw somebody post about it, but I didn't really pay no attention to it. But I remember seeing that.
Yeah, they like the premise is they like a girl group that was hot like 20 years ago, and so now they in the process of putting this girl group, I guess, back together. It's Eve. What's her name? Whatever. From 3LW, Brandy, and I don't know the other chick name, but
I might watch it if I got some time.
Swiss is on the music, so
Swizzy.
Only reason why I was like, okay, might be all right.
Well, I got nothing else.
But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Pandora.
All of those things.
Everything, anywhere you watch, listen to podcasts. And make sure I get the playlist on Apple Music, Tidal, and Spotify. So,
please do.
That's it. That's all, I think.
And with that, we out.
In a real way.